Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well. How's everyone? Okay, I'm going to keep this simple. Hold that thought for 1 second. I'm going to do a little switcheroo. I'm not liking my vibe. So hold on a minute while I change the color. Because I'm just not feeling that. It's all good. I like to make changes. There, that makes me feel better. All right. So, yeah, I just did that, didn't I? Just was feeling the vibe. You're going to hear some heavy sound of a washing machine having some kind of conniption fit. Just the way it is. Well, welcome to Be So Light. Hey, as long as it's lasting, huh? Um, how are we liking our energy? We got one more minute before it hits 2:22. Everyone just take a nice deep breath. I'm going to start us off with star knowledge. And let's start us off with this. The cosmic gate, number 27. The universal star cosmic gate. And then we're going to move into the awakening energy. And it is 2:22. And just breathe that in. And then let's do some good clearing on ourselves. And just breathe that in. And we're going to move into another healing one that allows you to just really move some energy out. And just breathe. And as you breathe that in, we're just going to go ahead and move into some direct energy. And these symbols, you simply, if you so desire, can draw them in the air in front of you. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of diamond white light. And now we move into that beautiful ascension energy. Keeping it real, keeping it true. And breathe that all in. I'm loving it. Yes. There's like right now, I've been using these cards since this morning at 2:00 this morning. And I kid you not, they are fully like echoing. And you know, when you have an echo energy, it means that the energy is heightened. It means that the vibration is really up. Yes. Handmade, hand done. This is a good one to have. Let's do this one too. Breathe in. This is the Merkaba activation. Helps with the healing. And all you have to do now, because the energies are so strong, is just say, "Hey, I'd like to have my Merkaba activated. Let's clean it up. Any repairs that need to be done on it, I like to have it done, please, all through the divine benevolent light." And just allow that. This is a Reiki symbol one, and just breathe that in. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And let's wake up the spine. Should we wake up the spine? Should we do some spine medicine? Give you a little zapparoo into that spine energy? Hold on. I have one for that. I'm not sure if it's that one. So, get up this. First of all, wait, let me back it up. Let me back it up and let me tell you what happened last night. It was crazy. Oh, yeah, we got to do this one too. So that it's here. We're going to do this one. Just going to load it all up. Let me see. Where is that one? I'm going to go ahead and do this one. We'll awaken that spine. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of that fire energy. Breathe that in. Oh my gosh. Breathe it in. And now we're going to go ahead and really rise into that energy. That beautiful pyramid connecting. And now we're going to awaken. But before we do, we're going to do the DNA. And now we will awaken it. Here we go. Up the spine. And just breathe that in. And now what I want to say, last night, okay, so I take my medicine bath and I'm like, okay, let me take my bath and da 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 da. And I go ahead and I get into bed and I'm putzing around on Tubi, thinking I'm going to watch a little something that'll help me kind of drift off because I got to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and do this energy connection and all this wonderfulness. So I lay down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get connected. Da, 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 da. And I'm trying to watch this movie. I can't even remember what the name of the movie was. It was stupid, whatever it was. It was stupid. It made no sense. It was like a blah blah movie. So I got off of it and I said, I don't think I want to watch that. So I go ahead and go to sleep. And I do my clearing like I do, say all my things I say. I go to sleep. And for some reason, I think, and I still can't put it all together because some places they just wipe your mind sometimes. You can't remember. But I was trying to put it together. Where was I? Where did I go? Who was I talking to? Because wherever I was just speaking light language. I wasn't talking telepathically. I wasn't talking um, kind English or whatever. I was just speaking my life. And there was two separate occasions, and I literally felt myself doing it, speaking it in my sleep. And I said, and you know how your body says, your mind says, hey, you're talking in your sleep. And then the other mind says, so what? We're going to have this conversation. Well, my mind was doing that. And I said, oh, I'm talking in my sleep, but I'm saying light language. I must be having a conversation with somebody. I just feel that's what I'm doing. So I went ahead and had my first conversation and then drifted off deeper and then had another conversation with somebody else in light language. So then it must have been a really deep conversation because I woke up with my phone going off for 2:20 to get up and to say, okay, I'm done with my purple The purple energy tribe done. So now I'm moving straight on into the next prep for the next cycle part of my life and getting things in place. And now knowing that Pluto is hanging out in Capricorn and now it's came back for 200 and something, 40 something years or something. This hasn't happened since 1776, which is where there's always, for some reason, war and all this stuff that takes place around that time, 1776. So I find it very interesting. Are we going to repeat the pattern or are we going to this time break it? Because let me tell you, after I did the whole, got up at 2:22, did my post on Instagram and posted some healing. I was told to post one of my healing art pieces, and I did that, put it on there, went, did my prayers, went back to sleep. I get up at 7:15 and I hear, go for a walk. And I'm like, okay, no problem. So I get dressed, get ready, go out there to go for a walk. The sun is just blaring. The sky is clear. There's clouds way off in the distance, but there are just some white little fluffy clouds, nothing going on, nothing that makes you say, there's nothing going on. Okay. So we get back, do a meeting thing. After the meeting, we'll leave around 11:30, 11:30, go get some lunch. And we're out getting lunch and we're sitting out and I'm looking at the sky and it's literally getting darker and darker. All these clouds are coming in. I'm like, what's happening here? Oh, it's California. Always something happening here. What's happening? What do? So we're watching the clouds come in, and I'm just like, what a predicament we're in. And I just start yelling, it's too late. We got the light anyway. Too late to come back now. I believe. We're all in session. Yes. So drive back, parking the car, and the sky is getting darker. I'm like, wow. But then it's like dark from like the foothill area, Shasta area. Now today I was supposed to be up in Shasta, but because other things took place, I wasn't able to put that all in because I don't like to drive back in the dark. So I was like, what do? And I heard, don't worry about it. Not supposed to be up there. I'm like, okay, fine. So I know another friend of mine is going up there today, and I'm just saying prayers for her because it ain't looking so good in that area. It looks pretty dark. So I'm like, whoa, what is going on? And then the temperature drops and it starts getting really cold. And I said, California. Anyway, I'm just like, it's mighty funny how this weather just started coming in on this day. Started in last night, started coming in on this day. Had all the other times come in, all last week had plenty of time to come in, but it picks right around this time to come in. Connect the dots. I wonder why. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because of that divine light coming in. Don't want other people to wake up anymore. Too late. We're all waking up. So anyway, so far, we're all awake now. So I started putting that together, and I started kind of laughing because I have like this cosmic cartoon running around in my mind of the dark light saying, we have to hurry. We cannot let the ascension take place. Put it down. And the light says, you shall not pass. A lot of things happening in the pipeline. Why not? So I start laughing and I just start having kind of like these giggling moments of things like, because when you are a healer, a light worker, those of us that signed up to come down here, what were we thinking? Anyway, uh, and we come down here at this time to kind of be a part of the bigger picture and all this hurrah, hurrah, whatever. And you start looking at everything and you start kind of like saying to yourself, really? Gotta start connecting the dots. So my first reading I did on Instagram was a trip because you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. Can't make it up. I mean, let me take it back. I guess you could make it up if you wanted to be dishonest when you work with cards and you pull out the cards you want to pull out and put it down. But I'm not the type to do that. I let the cards speak for themselves. I know we got some people that do stupid things like that. Um, shouldn't be working with the cards in the first place. We got to do that. So, but I mixed my cards right there in front of the camera and pulled the numbers out, and it was dead on. Everything that I was saying came out in the cards. So Instagram under Priest McCullough 333. Go check it out. It's funny. It's so funny. So we just did the healing part. And I asked a question about the clouds. And I said, well, why are these clouds coming all out? What's going on with these clouds? I'm going to change my light. You notice how I'm doing things today? Like I'm just playing with things. Yeah, I like that. Summer. So, what do? I'd rather do something that says, oh, I'm not feeling that. Let me go change it. Boom. Change it. We can do that now. Change it. Why stay stuck with something and you're not happy with it? Hello? So don't. Stop doing that. You're just contributing into the artificial energy of belief and limitations when you do that. If it doesn't feel right, change it right then and there. Just say, oh, just like I did. I said, I'm not feeling that. I'm like, let me put my purple back on. Boom. Did that. Okay. So didn't like my light. Light was okay, but I wanted a little bit more warmth. Boom. Changed it. That's how you have to be now. You have to just kind of be in that space. So I asked questions why the clouds were coming in on this day. Started coming in last night. I understand from one of my friends, she just moved into, I think, Susanville, and they got snow late last night. She sent me pictures. I said, what? She goes, yeah, I got snow. And there's a little bit coming down now. So I checked the weather for Shasta today, last night, and it was talking about a little bit of snow. And I was like, really? But at the time, you didn't see any clouds, really. Didn't see no clouds out there. I was like, interesting. And now they're out there, like, having a meeting. So I was told the reason why the clouds are out to create this illusion, like weather, whatever, because we have friends. Because one of the cards that came up in the read was light beings, and it showed the face. Where is that card? So I can show you what it looks like. And I was laughing. I laughed my butt off. That's it. There you go. Can't make this stuff up. And it shows, here it is. Because I was saying, oh, the clouds are out because it kind of shows like energetically. But here it is. Light beings headed to Earth. Well, they're already here. But the special ones, the benevolent light ones, are already here doing their work. And I remember, when was that? 2011, 20 something, way back. I can't remember the date. But I do remember having this conversation, and I was in prayer and I was praying, and I had this strong fear. I said, I don't ever want to go through a nuclear bombing on this planet. I don't ever want Mother Earth to go and experience that, nor do I want to be on Earth experiencing that. And I literally heard, you will not experience that because we will interfere, because we are not going to allow Mother Earth to go through that again. Plain and simple. It was said just that clearly. We will not allow it. We will not allow it. So there is something greater outside of the other lower beings that governs over that. So when I see clouds just showing up out of nowhere for no reason, just coming, I know there's something going on above. Just saying. Today's a really heavy, busy, energetic day. We got Pluto and Capricorn. We got all this energy. We got the Stargate. We're in the Stargate portal. We got all this going on right now. And yes, of course, they don't want you to know what's going on above, but I feel it. And when I was told that a long time ago, that just made, anytime when I hear any threats or something like that going on, I automatically know that the divine team is going to interfere with it, because they said they didn't want that to happen again on this earth, on this planet. So that's just the way it's going to be. Try as you must. Anyway, that's what I was told. And I trust my messages. When I get those messages like that, I trust that. Because I just know when the divine speaks to me, the divine speaks to me from love, a love point of view. Anything else that speaks, and hear me clearly when I say this, watch out, there's a message coming. Anything else that speaks, and it speaks from a place of fear all the time, is not divine. It's not a divine being. It's not a divine representation of the divine. It's always going to be a lower frequency of energy, saying things to fear you. Just saying. It's my observation. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. So let's take a look at the frequency now, since we're in this portal right now, and I could feel the echoing. I feel, you know what it feels like? You know that movie, The Twister? Remember that? And remember the scene where they couldn't run anymore and they had to go into that farmhouse and tie themselves to that bar, that like horse bar thing or whatever. Everything around them was getting ripped up, but they tied themselves really secure to it. And then when the tornado was right above them and it was spiraling and they were in the eye of the tornado and they could look up, and she was just like, wow, I'm really in the eye of the tornado and feeling it. And how everything inside of it was like this, the pressure, the whirlwind, but you could hear it, but it wasn't like the sound as it was moving in. That's what it feels like with this Stargate. It feels like we're in the center of this containment of energy and we're in it. And whatever you are saying, whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're putting together right now in this moment is going to be accelerated in this time frame and this energy right now. So I'm just like, wow, I'm feeling it, especially when I pick up the cards, the ones that I made, and I really start feeling the echoing, that wave, that like, whoo, that vibration. It was so cool. Love that. Okay. So what is the frequency moment right now? And how are we being guided? Yes. How are we being guided? What is the outcome of the guidance? After we're guided, what's the message? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me take it. And then what is going to be activated? I bet you my mom looks at me and says, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Happy birthday, Mom. This is her birthday week. Let me redo that. I was talking. Activation. What's going to be activated? Got this music in my head. You know how that is? I should have became a DJ. What am I, 56 right now? What do you think? You guys, should I go into DJ? Because I really like... Oh. Ooh. Oh, let's do another one on that one. Because everybody and their mom's going to be like, what does that mean? And let's do another one on this one. Take it one step further. Ooh. Wow. Let's do another one on this one. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to show you the first part and then the second card that comes underneath it to explain it more. Okay. All right. So the first card is compassion. That number 15 with that 6. Okay. And the compassion card is the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and to be divine mentors between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that the unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Yes. It's already happening. Loving it. The life force energy. Gotta love it. Beautiful. How's it all flowing? Life force energy. That's us today. It is time to engage in activities that rejuvenate the mind, body, and soul. That life force energy is being raised up because it is in the soul name. Your name means everything. Your name has a frequency, and your soul name, if you know what your soul name is, that carries a frequency other than your human name. Nothing has gone wrong today. Nothing has gone wrong. It's all divine planning. It's all being worked out. On top of that, what is the Holy Grail? It's the activation. The Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Yes. Now, the card that takes that compassion card a little bit deeper is the number 26 card called empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. Yes, we are. Some people have forgotten. I love this. It's so pretty. Look at that pattern. Look at the colors. Love that. So what helps with that Holy Grail? Well, we got the solar light upgrade. Can't make this stuff up, I swear. Solar light upgrade. Take it in, take it in, take it in. I love this. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I just love this. So cool. That's the washing machine if you hear it. So I love this. Got one more set I want to put on there. And these cards are a trip. You kind of, well, I have cards that kind of smack you in the face. Those are actually in the car. the blind spot cards. That's just if you want to get spanked, and then the tough cards are another set that will do it. So the sacred geometry cards. Let's find out, shall we? Hey! Okay, so let's find out what this one is. The sacred geometry cards. Let's just find out, shall we? Yeah, it's cold. I don't even, and the sun's not as bright now. Thank goodness I got all my codes in. Too late. It's a game. Okay. Sacred geometry. We're going to wrap it up with this one. Flower of life. Flower of life. Number 36. Flower of life. So the way these cards work, you get the flower of life, but it has another meaning. You know what? Remember when I told you you have to really pay attention to the things you say? And remember I told you when I went to sleep, I was talking light language, da 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 da, having conversations. I had two separate things of it. I can't. I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Okay. So this represents, are you ready? Language of silence, language of light. Okay. This pattern, called the flower of life, is one of the most universal pieces of sacred geometry available to us. This figure is found flash burned into the granite on the walls of the something temple of the resurrection in Egypt. Also found to be more of the 18 countries around the globe of Turkey, Tibet, China, and the Yucatan. The flower of life has imprinted its wisdom upon humankind. It represents the lattice of pure life force containing our cellular memory, and it becomes the matrix of all matter. You are asked to imagine this pattern existing in three-dimensional holographic images made up of 19 interlocking spheres. You may even wish to draw this beautiful shape using a compass. One radius creating the amazing glyph. So it's talking about drawing it out, and the flower of life is an Akashic information system, meaning it contains the records of all that was, all that is, and all that there ever will be. The message itself offers both intimately personal and universal. Open your awareness to the knowledge, to the acknowledgement contained here, and to the listen to the response to what you are receiving. Trust that what comes to you is the light and is meant to be assisted with achieving your highest good. As the blueprint of all creation, the flower of life will always have something new to teach you. So I love working with the flower of life. I put it on a water container and charge my water with it. And it's a really nice geometry piece to work with, especially when you want to charge frequency up or something. So there you go. The energy of that is definitely there, and I love that, and I love today. So what is so interesting is today being really conscious of saying, okay, I am on the new organic timeline. That's the timeline I'm choosing to be on no matter what. And I totally am trusting Creator and moving the energy and staying true to the self and doing my part in keeping my energy true to itself. Okay, true to itself. I didn't come here to be. I came here to raise the frequency and to help with that. Now I understand why I'm such a frequency person, because I'm all about energy. I'm all about the frequency and what's going on and what's the code and da 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 da. And every day I've noticed that the energy is getting stronger for me. And I love the fact that it is getting stronger. But at the same time, I know I need to be teaching more people how to do this, because it is getting to the place where knowledge is going to be power. Knowledge. To know how to run a code, to know how you can actually make medicine out of water energetically. That's power. That's wisdom. That's knowledge. And I love the fact that I'm able to assist people in that way, and pull things in and to create it just in plain water, or stick a lot of healing modalities in a crystal. I can download anything into a crystal. And it'll look like, oh, it's just a crystal. No, it's not. Step away. So it's just, what is your modality? What's your healing? What is it? And like I was teaching in the alchemy, and how we were talking about, are you a victim, abuser, or a rescuer? Which is it? What needs to play out and needs to be done now in your life? So I find it really interesting that this portal, I'm just so happy it's here. And I know it's a huge activation for a lot of things to come. And I know that we're going to go through some purging. We're going to go through some really weird things. But at the same time, I also know the light is guiding us. The divine light is guiding. The real light is guiding that. Is making it happen. So I hope all of you are going to enjoy your portal time, your Stargate time, and getting into that water and being in there, and just feel it right now. It's like we're inside of the eye of it, and how it is going through your body. Like today, feeling your body surging in energy and feeling the, and then you get like these chills going up and down your spine, and water. Woo. So take the time today and get connected to that. Okay? Everyone, enjoy your day. Be good to yourself.